Rennes, the French football club that managed to upset Krokvik into handing in his transfer request, has done it again, this time with Jose Melro. But the thing is, neither of them signed for Rennes. They did leave the club, however. And to make up for it, I've signed a bunch of youngsters, players that I didn't really need, but they looked amazing, and some of them were quite cheap. And I've also decided to promote the 16-year-old that came through our youth system last season. He just scored this goal on his debut. Alright, welcome back to Academica on FM24. Season number 7 is underway and we made a bunch of transfers. Starting with the sale of Jose Furtado to Southampton for 17.75 million, Max Schmidt to Newcastle for 20 million, and we continue with Viktor Krokvik, who left the club to join Bayer Leverkusen for his release clause of 40 million. I'm sorry to see this guy go, but hey, it is what it is. He's only a squad player there, but he's earning much more than we used to pay him. Moving on to Martin Neto, who wanted to go out on loan, but I decided to sell him to Udinese for 18 million. That's a lot of money for Neto. And we also sold, like I said, Jose Melro, a player that I really enjoyed having around, to Lyonnais for 15 million. Yeah, we also decided to loan out a bunch of players, including, where are you dude, Bruno Alves to Maritimo in the first division for the rest of the season, because we signed another striker even though we didn't need one. Anyway, we signed a bunch of players, most of them are youngsters, starting with Eder Bonilla from Atlético Nacional for only 3.8 million. Look at this 19-year-old Colombian winger. We didn't need another winger, but I couldn't resist in signing this guy. He played twice, got himself 1 assist, didn't really set the world alike in the beginning of the season, but let's give him some time. Christian Mosquera comes in on a free transfer from Liverpool. He's a squad player here, 32.5k per week, 25-year-old Spanish central defender. Juan Jose Martinez from Junior FC for only 2 million. Another Colombian youngster, 18-year-old left back. We didn't need a left back. He's now out on loan to St. Pauli in the Bundesliga, where he played 4 times. Next we have Andre Fernandez from Farense. Farense is a newly promoted team for almost 13 million. That was his release clause. He's going to be back up to Helio and he looks amazing. His mentals are crazy for his age. He has a little bit of crossing and dribbling, but his defending is amazing with marking 17, tackling 14. He's aggressive, which I like, and I'm happy to have him around. Jack Lopez from Antwerp, don't be fooled by his name, for his release clause of 27.5 million. He's from Kosovo. Yeah, and his name is Jack Lopez. 19-year-old advanced forward who looks absolutely amazing. I just couldn't resist in signing this guy, even though we didn't really needed him. 2 goals in 4 appearances already. Yeah, he looks amazing. 25.5k per week as a regular starter. Most of our players now are regular starters and we have a few squad players. We'll talk about that a little bit later. These 3 players were signed by my director of football. They're not good enough for the first team. They are playing for the under-23s. I let my director of football sign players for the under-23s. And Milos Petrovic from Partizan for 7.5. And I loaned him out back to his former club. Another player that we didn't need, but he looks amazing for his age. Resolute personality, wonder kid. Just look at his attributes. Yes, on loan to Partizan. The reason I signed this guy is because Morten might leave the club. He's unhappy with his game time. I promised him I'm gonna give him more. 24 days left and he's pleased for now. So here's the squad now. Let's sort out by positions. We have Felipe Maciel as our first choice goalkeeper, of course, and Gracia as his backup. I decided to keep him around. He looks pretty decent. We have Mosquera, Fonseca, Omar Solet and Marco Jovanovski as central defenders. The 21-year-old was out on loan last season. He looks okay. He's a squad player just like Mosquera. Omar Solet and Fonseca are regular starters. So we have Helio and the new guy Andre Fernandez as right backs. On the left, nothing changed. We still have Jonas and Koka. In midfield, Antonio Gomez, Fonkel, Soquist, Klepac, Where Are You, Tyler Morton. And I kept Luis Ramos, a player that came to our youth system a while back. He's going to be a squad player, of course. He's a decent advanced playmaker. He has the right attributes. Anyway, we have a bunch of players that can play up front and on both wings. We have Jan Garcia, the player that was out on loan last season, who looks absolutely amazing. Carles Oeda, Berani, who by the way is now considered to be homegrown, so that helps a lot, considering we lost Neto, Melro, and I loaned out Bruno Alves, 3 Portuguese players. Jack Lopez plays as a striker. He's gonna rotate with Jan Garcia. Tony Martins is still here, the new guy Eder Bonilla, and like I said, I promoted the 16-year-old Mamadou Chouda, and he already scored twice, and that goal you saw in the intro was on his debut. He's only 16 and he looks absolutely insane. Now you probably saw that I made him a squad player. Most of our players are regular starters except for Gracia, who's a cup goalkeeper, Mosquera, Jovanovski, Fernandez, Luis Ramos, and Mamadou Chouda are squad players. The rest of them are regular starters, because once I go on holiday, I'm hoping that Lewandowski will consider their playing time and he will rotate quite often. We almost had the perfect start until we dropped 2 points home to Leiria, 1-1. Tony Martins managed to equalize. Leiria deserved to win this game. They created a lot of chances. We only started playing some football in the last 30 minutes. Tony Martins scored, but it wasn't enough. We missed a couple of chances to actually win the game. Leiria were the better team, I guess. Complacency kicked in. But we've managed to win the rest of the games, like 4-0 away to Maritimo, this 5-0 victory against Rio Ave when Chouda scored on his debut. We've managed to win the Super Cup 2-0 against Sporting. Yeah, it's a great start of the season. Our Champions League schedule in the league phase is a lot tougher than last season. We have Tottenham and Manchester City in the first 2 games. That's going to be in today's episode. We have 2 home games after that against PSV and Schalke, away at Ajax, home against Barcelona, and we'll end with 2 away games at Porto and Atalanta. Top 8 is gonna be tough to get, that's for sure. Now, let's play Tottenham in our first Champions League game this season. It's a home game and I'm hoping to at least not lose. We have a few players unavailable because they're involved with the under-23s. Fonseca is out injured. Berani will be back in 4 days. So we're gonna go with Maciel, Coca, Solet, Mosquera, Helio, Morten, Fonkel, Soquist, Martins, Oeda, and Lopez up front. We are underdogs, but we're not huge underdogs. I didn't even have the option to tell them to play without pressure. I told them to do it for the fans, and some of them got motivated by it. Yeah, Tottenham don't seem to have such an impressive squad, but there are some familiar names in their squad, so let's see what's going to happen. Soquist with a free kick after 26 minutes. Morten to Coca. Coca, come on, dude. We're in front. It's a little bit slow. Let's go a little bit faster. Yeah. VAR is going to check for offside. The goal is disallowed, for crying out loud. Kulusevski still plays for Tottenham. That's a good chance. Great job, Solet. Dragushin to Andre. Oh, what a shot. Another free kick. It's a good opportunity. Soquist to Lopez. Chip the goalkeeper with a header. Martins, shot blocked. My word. Well, both squads had their opportunities. It's probably the end of the highlight. Yes, 5 more minutes to go. Not too many highlights, not too many chances. Only 2 shots on target for us. What do I tell them? Yeah, we've created as much chances as we needed to be ahead. Something like that. Keep going. Let's encourage them a little bit. Alright, half an hour remaining. Let's make some substitutions. Here's Bonilla for Martins. Jan Garcia up front for Lopez. Bruce Fonkel is a little bit tired, but he's playing alright. Yeah, let's bring in Klepac and switch him around with Soquist. Here's Mosquera. 15 minutes remaining from regular time. Great ball from Soquist to Garcia. Good save from Vicario. Right, 10 more minutes to go. I'm gonna bring in Jonas for Coca and Gomez for Morten. Well, we were the better team, but unfortunately we couldn't score a goal. Maciel was our best performer with a 7.3 rating, even though Tottenham didn't have a single shot on target. Well, we managed to win this game in the league away at newly promoted Farense 3-2, but unfortunately Jonas picked up an injury and he's gonna be out for at least 3 weeks. But here's the first 11 that's gonna face Manchester City away from home in the Champions League. Maciel, Coca, Solet, Mosquera, Helio, Morten, Fonkel, Soquist, Berani, Oeda and Garcia up front. Well, of course, this time we do have the no-pressure team talk because Manchester City are huge favorites. Of course, they still have Haaland, they bought Musiala, Fatty, okay. Anybody else? Verbruggen in goal. We're probably gonna get destroyed. 3 minutes in and here's Mosquera to Soquist, stupid mistake and Haaland scores. 1-0 down just after 3 minutes because of a stupid mistake. That's unbelievable. Well, the way the game started, I thought we were gonna have more highlights, but that was the only one. 4xG on both sides. They have the possession. We had a few shots. Only one on target. 4xG. And 1-0 for Manchester City after that stupid mistake. Unlucky. Yeah. 60 minutes on the clock. Time to make some substitutions. Bonilla is coming in for Ojeda, who's having a poor game. Jack Lopez up front for Jan Garcia, and I'm gonna keep Soquist. Cristian Mosquera on a 6.2. Jovanovski getting there, dude. Our second highlight in this game. Away at Manchester City, it's time for them to make stupid mistakes. Here's Fonkel, Berani back to Fonkel. Fonkel, come on, dude. They've scored after a stupid mistake, but so did we. Come on. Soquist is on a 6.2, but I'm gonna keep him for now. 10 more minutes to go. Time for some other substitutions. Antonio Gomez is coming in for Tyler Morton, and I'm gonna bring in Klepac, of course, for Soquist. If we get away with a point away at City, I would be happy. It was an even game, a corner, a late corner. No, don't. Get it back. Yes, Coca. Berani now. To not lose the ball. Gomez, Solet. We count down the ball. Beroni. It's a proper highlight because it started with a corner. Here's the Solet. 4 minutes at it. Coca. Beroni. Lopez. Hits the post. My word, we could have won this game. Fonkel keeps going. Fonkel loses the ball. Ansu Fati. Oh, a chance for a counter-attack. My word, here's Phil Foden. Don't do it. A decent cross. Jovanovic, great job, dude. The end of the highlight. A late one now. Bonilla takes a free kick. It was for Lopez. Safe hands from Verbruggen, and there's still time. It's a proper highlight. 1.5 minutes remaining. Win the header there. Yes, Helio. Berani. Gomez. Nicely done. First time passing there. Lopez. Berani now. Berani. Play it to someone, dude. Fonkel. Lopez was offside. Dude. Oh, that was too bad. He was miles off. Yeah, we had the chance to win this game. But it's a decent result, of course. Alright, I gave the first 11 a day rest. I'm gonna go on holiday without locking in any players, but just to be sure, let's clear the entire squad. Home, go on holiday, and we're gonna let Lewandowski in charge of the matches. I'm gonna come back just a few days before the January transfer window, just to check if we have unhappy players, unhappy with their game time, or if they want a new contract, or simply if they want to leave the club. However, next episode I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, it would really help me out. Hit the like button, and if you want to be a legend of the channel, share the video, spread the word. I'll see you guys for the next one.